It all started in September of 2014, and I got sick, just thought I had the flu, and I went about my way for a week. I finally went to a hospital because I was severely dehydrated. They pumped me full of fluids, which helped, and then sent me on my way. Uh, 4 days later, I was back in the emergency room again. I was given some antibiotics and painkillers and told I had an infection in my colon and that I needed a colonoscopy. Then I was sent on my way. So while I couldn't afford it at the time, I was in the process of moving to Florida. I just got here, um, finished the antibiotics. I was slowly getting better, but never the same. And then by Halloween, I was sick again, back on the antibiotics. They just kept saying you need a colonoscopy, but didn't have the insurance at the time, so I pushed it off. I had my colonoscopy at the beginning of February. I was told that there was nothing, not a single thing in my scan, and that he needed to do more testing. And it was literally a month from that day that I was in the hospital for my first emergency surgery, and I would have died had I not got there when I did. I had sepsis, and again, just pumped full of antibiotics. I had my second surgery in April to remove the bad portions, and they took 8 inches of my large intestine and 4 inches of my small. They and then again continued me on antibiotics. So over this time period from September of 2014 until basically into June, well into June of 2016. No, excuse me, 2015. And so yes, September 14th through September 1st through basically into January, I was on Cipro for around 5 of those months total. So over a course period of about 8 months, I was on Cipro, and this drug destroyed my body. It is why I have the nerve damage I do. It is the neuropathy that I have. It caused, I have vertigo. I call them episodes or spasms a lot because it's just kind of hard to explain. But what happens is like I will be sitting there or doing something usually will cause it to happen. If I'm overdoing it, but then it just happens, and then I get it, and I basically start to zone out. Everything kind of goes black. Starts off tunnel vision, goes black. I start shaking, sweating. It can depend. I can either be freezing or burning up, or both at the same time. And then I just tremble, and it usually lasts anywhere from a minute to 5 minutes, 10 minutes if it's really bad. But it's really scary and very frustrating. And this all happened due to the Cipro. The Cipro caused all of this damage. It's gonna, it's permanent damage, so it's something that I have to deal with forever. And I'm doing everything that I can to help it along, fix it and do what I can, but it's permanent damage to the cellular level, so nothing I can do in that sense. But it's very difficult because a lot of the doctors don't understand because they just don't get it. They don't know. They don't. Unfortunately, this isn't being talked about enough, and we really need to do something about that. So after a year of waiting after my first surgery, we did schedule my back surgery to have the L4, L5 fusion, L5S1 fusion, and because having back problems has been something I've had for many years, and in 2009, I had injections and went through a 3-month period I couldn't work back then. So this is something that's been bothering me a long time. So after the trauma of the last 2 surgeries and everything in between, we finally decided to have this surgery. Well, that didn't go very well, and I had a surgeon that I shouldn't have trusted. When I tried to not complain, but to tell him that there was something still wrong, he got very angry, clenched his fist, I thought he was gonna like try to fight me. I just looked at my sister-in-law like, is this for real? And then I got a certified letter saying that he was dropping me as a patient. So obviously he knew he did something wrong. And it's been a year now, and I had my year anniversary a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and it's not better. If anything, it's worse. I had just too many little things have gone wrong. It was basically after I started that Cipro, it was like somebody took me and just pushed me right off that ledge, and I just started snowballing and snowballing and snowballing, and it's just literally been one thing after another, and it just makes it very difficult to get by. And when you know that there's nothing that they can do, it's frustrating. So again, I just really, really strongly want to advocate against Cipro. Anything in the Cipro family, there's Levaquin. Wait, I better not say no. That's right. I think that's right. Yes, because it's all the Fluoroquine family. I know I said that one wrong because I never say that one right. But it's Cipro, ciprofloxacin. There's a few other of the oxacins in that family, and they are dangerous. They have lawsuits from coast to coast, and you can look it up. I'm going to link a couple different sites to this page that'll take you to what it does, what they're doing about it, and it's well known that it's not known about. Doctors aren't aware. They're still prescribing this on a day-to-day basis. UTIs, gut infections, sinus infections. People are still taking Cipro. You need to stop. Yes, my instance was something that I was having it like pumped in my body for a very long period of time, but there are cases where there is one pill. They take one pill and they have... Sorry, I got cut off maximum record time, so I had to clear a few things up. Anyway, yes, it is super dangerous. It is, and it is still being given on a daily basis to people, and it only takes one time. The cases say it for themselves, and this has been going on for years. It has been black boxed in fact, as of 2016, it was black boxed. So be aware, know what you're taking. Another little tidbit of information that I've had to learn the hard way is this is something that they gave me, and I was given only the generic brand. And because of that, I can't be a part of any of the lawsuits. None. Because as of this point right now, there is legislation that states that we cannot sue the generic companies because they cannot be held liable. And that is a fact. So, know when you are going to the pharmacy and you're picking up a generic, I know we're saving a few bucks and that's a great thing, but just another way for them to control. But, you're getting a generic brand, going home, and you have no rights. You signed away your rights. So basically, I mean, we're stuck trying to get the name brand prescriptions. Your insurance won't pay for it, and it's out of pocket. So they force it on us. But yeah, that's the facts. The fact is you cannot sue a generic company. So because I was only given generic in every instance, including the hospitals, including in my IVs, I don't have a case, and they can just take my life away. And that's what they did. They took my life away. Every bit of it. And it's just fine. They get to do whatever they want. I have no control over that situation. So I have decided to voice my opinion about that and make it very clear out there to everyone that this is happening, and please be safe. Please know what your rights are and know what you're putting in your body. If you don't, this is what can happen. So I just want to end this video now again by saying thank you, and thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and please, please, please share so others can know that this is what it is. This is bad. Cipro is very, very dangerous. Please like and share, and have a wonderful day, everybody. We'll be seeing you soon. Thank you. Peace.